Good evening and welcome along to episode 5 of Game of the Week. We are currently at the stadium of Xewkija and we are awaiting the arrival of the coach to go through a few questions, because the game of the week this week will be Kercem against Xewkija and two informed teams. So we'll currently be getting all the updates on the squad and be right back with you shortly. Vela, the coach, of course, of Kercem, head coach. Elton, first up, before we go into last week's game, how is your squad looking for the next coming up game on Sunday?
Yeah, we're training hard. We're preparing very well. We're preparing both physically, even tactically. We're doing our best. We've got some players who are injured at the moment, and we're trying to recover them. Unfortunately, I doubt it if we will be at the full squad, but I'm sure that the players who are going to replace them are going to do their best, and we will do a great performance again on Sunday.
Of course. So you might just be a little bit short.
Yeah,
a few niggles around, but nothing really bad or long term. Coach?
No. Thank God, no.
Wow, what a thrilling game. I imagine more for the spectators rather than from the coach's point of view at the weekend. It really was a cracking game.
Yeah, it was. I mean, we started the game very well, and we were prepared as well for the game. So we knew exactly what we wanted to do. The approach was very good. The fighting spirit was there. The collective effort was there. And it was really good that we went 1-0 up. Unfortunately, we had some little mistakes. If we could have avoided those mistakes, but I mean, football is made up of these little moments, you know. When you miss these little moments, they will punish you. And teams like Hospers, they will definitely punish you. And we were punished. Yeah. We were punished. Yeah. But thank God, during the halftime, together we said, listen, we're having a good game, and we cannot afford going out of the pitch without any point from this game. So the boys did amazing job. That was.
You must get a lot, you know, like you're saying, that there are a little bit differences, but you must take a lot, coach, from the actual determination, the pulling together. The heads didn't drop at all. They came out. They were going for it. They really, you know, they went, and I think it was going to be such a help for you to see that.
That's what I told them in the halftime. I said, guys, you're doing a great game. Just pull up your socks a bit more, and we need to do this, and they did it. I'm so proud of that fighting spirit. Till the 96th minute, they were running, and in fact, they were awarded with a great point, which will.
It was actually one of my points I was going to say to you, that they were looking like they were going to score that goal as long as the referee wasn't going to blow the whistle. They just came in waves and waves. They lost it. They came back. They also missed an opportunity actually before they scored it. So it always looked like, and I think that's why there was a bit of excitement, because everyone was, you know, the people really that were watching the game got quite excited, because it just looked, the determination, and it always looked like it was going to go in.
Yeah, exactly.
It did.
Yes, it did. And it's all thanks to these guys, to this group of lads. They are doing fantastic. They are still young ones, and they want to show to everyone that they want to play football, and that they deserve that place in the first division. And I'm sure that this project which we have started together here, in 2 years, 3 years time, we will have more and more reward out of this. Yeah,
positions, fantastic. I thought you had quite a few man of the match nominations in the game, and normally I never single out one person for obvious reasons. We're going to break a little rule and talk about Samuel. This boy is quite a handful for defences. I've watched him in a few games because I like the way he plays, and he has so many attributes. He holds up the ball well, as a lone striker role. He always wants the ball, and he's not afraid. He goes looking for the ball. And often, I think you play him as maybe a lone striker sometimes in your formations, but he has this ability to take the ball down, hold it, and wait for support. And he can also play off the defender's shoulder, go left, go right, and he'll have a shot on sight, which is normally, coach, I think you'll agree, this is a sign of a striker with confidence.
I mean, he's a great player. Of course, he's got great talent. But at the same time, we have to remember that we believed in him from the very first day which we saw him. But he's not the only player that we've got. We've got next to him, we've got another great player, Andrew Mitzi, who is supporting all the time. And so both of them, they create a great tandem up front. And I can continue going back. Adrian, John Paul, Jason, Joshua. All of these attacking players are contributing to this great result which we had.
Perfect. Just to ask you, because I didn't know, did he play for anybody else, or did you get him from?
No, we
the
got
minute
him
he arrived?
from.
He's always been
We
with
got
you?
him from
the
Brazil.
beginning.
Yes, from
Fantastic.
Brazil.
All right.
Yes.
Our last question, Coach, before I let you loose on the players. Our last interview we had at the end, we talked about this this ideal you had at looking at the league, and you said to me that you see it at the moment as two little leagues. You've got the upper echelons, if you want, with the big money spenders, and you have the second league. And you know, your thoughts were to stay within that second league, which means ultimately staying in the division and giving you a chance to rebuild. Mission accomplished. I mean, you're actually leading the second division at the moment.
No, but at the same time, we should be. We should take this league game by game. We are going for next game, then we're playing against on Thursday. But we're not still thinking anything about Sannat. We're just thinking about Xewkija, and if we take it game by game, definitely we will have what we need. I mean, the 3 points. Let me go back to Xewkija. I would say that Xewkija are 15 points. They are on 15 points, and they are not there by coincidence. They've got good young players as well. They've got 2 good foreigners. So I mean, I'm sure that Xewkija, that big village, they want to win this game. I mean, they want to win this game, because if they win this game, they can challenge. And Xewkija is a team which challenges every year for the league. So definitely we are a bit there. We're going there. No pressure on us, and definitely we are going to try everything to get 3 points home. As
they are off the back of a 2-0 win after the champions, so you know, and we always talk about it in the press box. The thing that you get, it's very similar to you. What you always get with Xewkija is the never say die attitude.
Exactly.
They just keep coming at you
yeah,
until the whistle's
yeah.
gone.
That's great. That's
so
great.
We're looking forward to a really good game.
Thank you.
Thank you so much again.
Thank you for coming. Thank you for
thanks
coming.
for taking us in. We'll see you at the next.
Thank you.
Next
Thanks.
one.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Coach, second time around for us. Just before we start, could you give us an update on the squad for the weekend game?
For the weekend game, not yet.
Oh, okay. Because you played last night.
Because we played last night, and today we have a recovery session, you know, and then I have to see with the players. Of course, last game we had Matthias that he got injured. I don't know. We have to check with the doctors if he's going to be available for Sunday. But anyway, you know, we have a squad for Sunday. That's important.
Brilliant. So let's go back a week. What a fantastic win against the door, we have to say, and we felt it was quite a fairly well controlled. You know, it was no fluke. It was fairly well controlled game, Coach, and you came through that also with a clean sheet.
Yeah.
It must have pleased you.
Of course. After the tough game that we said after Eindhoven, you know, my team, we regroup, we erase the mistakes that we did against Eindhoven, and also I changed the tactic, you know, and it worked very well. We are organized, and the players, they give their not 100%. They left their heart on the ground, you know, and the result came as a teamwork.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think we mentioned it last time. We've noticed when we're filming your games, you have this dig-in mentality of never say die.
Yeah.
You know, and it does come through. We do get to see that quite a lot.
Even yesterday, you know, we conceded the goal early minutes, you know, but I was 100% sure that we will win the game. You know, you can tell, you can feel it. You know, when you feel the players, you know what they think, and you know how they're gonna play, and that shows nearly every game.
Fantastic. Okay, so I mean, Kercem this week also in a little bit of good form. They had a good performance against Victoria Hotspurs at the weekend. Now you're second, 3 points behind, with a game in hand. Another win. It really does keep you up there, challenges, doesn't it? It must be so pleasing.
Yeah, I told you, I'm not gonna look at the table. You know, we're just gonna go game by game. For me, we are not counting the points. I'm counting the performances of the team. Like I said, for me, the table it's underneath the desk, and I said we have to go game by game. We have to perform well against every team, especially next game is going to be very difficult. I was coaching Xewkija before, long time ago, and the games against Kercem, they're always difficult. Most difficult games for Xewkija. It's like that. No matter what players you have, it's just like that.
Tight.
You know. Tight. So we will try to give our best and stay positive, and we have a good momentum, yes, and we try to keep it.
Helps, doesn't it? You do get this. I was going to mention it a bit later. When you get some games winning, it doesn't matter really who they're against. Of course, it's always great when they're against the top teams, but a winning momentum, it does go with the squad. It does follow through, doesn't it?
Yeah. But you know that you have to build it up from the beginning. You know, we play football for wins as well, right?
Absolutely.
So we try to win any game, any tournament. We try to win it. Even when we played on the training, you know, against each other, we try to win it. So I try to build up that mentality in the players, and in Xewkija they have that character. They have the mentality, winning mentality, and they have another thing. You know, they fight until the end.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Yeah.
Fantastic. Going to just touch very quickly back to the Nador game on one question. The coach sadly lost his job after the game. We never really like to see this into the game. I was just going to ask you, I mean, we know about Nador and we know it's a whole different ballpark, but do you agree that sometimes coaches need a little bit longer to establish their tactics, their ways?
You know, it's always the coach job is difficult because you never know how long you're going to stay. It's depending on the result, and Nador is a team that have high expectation this year. So for them, you know, they want to win every game. Every time they lose a point, that means they have less chance to win the league. And like I said, we are not looking at the table like them. You know, for them it's every game important, but for us, I told you, game by game. And Nador, I'm really sorry for him, for the coach, because it's my colleague. Of course, you're gonna be sorry for any coach that lose his job. You know, I wish him good luck for his next club. If you find it, I hope you find it soon. But anyway, we have to now work. You know,
some people say that's football.
That's football. That's football. Not even here, everywhere around the world, it's the same thing. When you don't have a result, it's first thing is the coach.
Absolutely. Right. Last question then tonight. It's getting cold, so I'm going to let you get off and get warm. You're coming up against an informed striker this week. 7 goals in 6 weeks. He looks quite good, this boy. We've been watching him. He's very quick. He's very fast leading the front line.
Yeah.
Want to keep an eye on maybe at the weekend, coach?
Of course. Yeah.
So with Joe, my saviour. Saviour, hi. Thanks for stepping in for us and answering a few questions on the game coming up this week. First of all, I just wanted to congratulate you on a really hard-fought and exciting game in the 3-3 draw last week. What's your thoughts on that game?
It was a very difficult game for us. We kept fighting till the final moments. We believed that we can get something of the game, and we managed to score 2 goals in the last 5 minutes and get a point, which for us means a lot against a team like Victoria Hospitals.
Yeah, of course. We were all the people, the press and up in the box there. It was very exciting. I got to tell you, we were really hung up to it. We really felt, David, that certainly the last 5 or 6 minutes, you just kept going at them at 3-2, and everyone thought that as long as the referee doesn't blow the whistle, they're going to score a goal here, and that's exactly what happened, didn't you?
Yeah,
and it was so deserved.
Yeah, I mean, football, it's you never know what's going to happen. I mean, it's still the final whistle. You have to keep playing and work hard, and maybe sometimes luck turns on your side as well. You know, because you need both things. You know, you need to play good, and sometimes you need a bit of luck as well.
And of course, the goal scored by a striker that's in very good form with you at the moment, isn't he? 7 goals in 6 games.
Yes.
Samuel, he's quite a handful. He holds the ball up well. He plays the lone striker role very well. He's quite a handful, so you must be very pleased with his performance at the moment.
Yes, he helps us a lot. I mean, he's our star player. I mean, we depend a lot on him, and I really hope that he keeps up the good form he has. You know, because without him, I don't think that we will be able to win games.
Right. Just a couple more questions. Yourself now, the defensive. I know you played for Nador as well at one stage in your career.
Yes, yes. I played for a long time with Nador. This year I decided to make this move for a better chance to play and for a new adventure. Yeah. I mean, I like playing at the back. I mean, I've always played as a centre back and maybe sometimes right back.
Are you happy with the performance at the moment? The defensive performance, is you doing okay?
I mean, there's always room for improvement. You know, you always go for training thinking how you can improve.
Of course.
You train, you take every training session one by one. You think game by game.
Of course. You got a very enthusiastic coach, so I'm sure he
Yes.
throws some enthusiasm.
He motivates us a lot. You know.
Absolutely, you could see it after the goal went in. Actually, he was all.
Yeah,
he
he's
was on
like-
the pitch. Actually,
he's
he
like
did a yoga
a
clock,
player.
I think he was all over the place. So the last question for you before you shoot off and get warmed up. Of course, you've got Xewkija this week, and this is a very similar team in what I mean by that. They have this amazing never say die spirit. You never know with them. They are never out of the game. They could be 2-0,
Yes.
3-0 down, but they keep on fighting, and they're very similar to you. So it should be quite a good game this week.
Yeah, we are aware of their potential because despite what many people thought that this year they are going to be not a very good team because they lost some good players.
Of course.
They're young. They have a lot of young players that are doing very well, and their coach, which was my ex-coach, he's a very good coach. He takes out the best from the youngsters, you know.
Yeah.
And we are not underestimating them. It's like we are playing one of the top teams. In fact, they are second, you know. So
Exactly right. And if you do win, I believe it or not, I think you actually go into third place. So it's worth it. No, yes, I think you do. It depends on, of course, on the team. Victoria just above you how they do. So
Victoria
so
are
you're in
same
there.
points as us.
That's right. Yeah.
If we win this game, you know, for us, it will be nice, you know. So we
Fantastic.
get 2 points behind Xewkija. I mean, we're not aiming to win the league, but
No, but it's
we always aim to win the next game.
Xavier, I'm going to let you go and warm up. Thanks for stepping into the walk.
Thank you,
for
and
us. We look
thanks a
forward
lot.
to see you. We'll
Thanks
be
a
there
lot
at the
for
weekend.
thanks a lot for what you do, so we can watch the games.
You're most welcome.
Thank you.
Enjoy your training. See you
Thanks.
later. Ciao. Okay, we're now joined by Josiah, one of the players for Xewkija. Welcome, Josiah. Congratulations on your win against the door.
Thanks very much.
The mood in the squad must be quite high at the moment.
Yeah, actually, it is very high at the moment. It came after a very tough week, after losing against ICLM with a tough score. Losing by 5 goals is tough, and we also lost Rodney, which was a very important part of the team, both on the pitch and in the dressing room. So it was very tough going to the Nadur game, but the mentality of this team is very strong. We have a good group which is very united, and that makes us stronger actually. And yeah, we got a very good result against Nadur, and that kept us going yesterday as well against SK.
It must be quite difficult losing somebody like Rodney because he's had so many games for the club. He's always around the dressing room. He's vastly experienced, besides his goal-scoring talent. So, you know, like you said, it's quite a loss. But again, that shows this group that you seem to always find. You dig in, come back together, and then you go forward. So well, you know, so you've got to keep that going now.
Yeah,
you've got to keep that going now.
Yeah, sure.
So again, if I can just say, the winning mentality now, it's a lot easier when you're winning games to keep up momentum going.
Yeah, definitely. When you're winning, the spirit will be higher. The atmosphere in training, because yes, we play football to win games, but you need to be in a good atmosphere in training as well. So that's where the group is united, and that's what keeps us going. We have a very good group. We're very close to each other. Yeah, and we try to enjoy ourselves, both in the training and in the pitch as well.
Gotcha. Coach will kill me for this one, but I'm going to ask it to you anyway. So you're currently second. You're sandwiched in between LCLM and Nadur.
Yeah.
Would second do for you, or are you going to kick in all the way till the last ball's kicking to try and get further? Would you be happy if you finished in the top 3 this season? Is that a result for where you are at the moment as a club?
We'll take it game by game, and we'll see where it takes us. We'll definitely do our best to go as far as we can, and as our talent can get us, and our team is able to go. I think we're capable of keep on going, especially now that we have a lot of games coming quite quickly, not as before, where before facing ICLM we had 6 weeks off, which that was very tough for us, and we had some much practice lacking for that games, which we showed in the pitch. Yeah, now it's intense period coming up, but we're in it to do it. So we take it game by game and we see where we finish at the end of the
Last
season.
question then. Again, you are a relatively young squad, so it's a building squad. You know that's coming up over the next few years. Hopefully, if they all stay together. But also, like you just mentioned, now you've gone from your training goes from not playing for 6 weeks to playing a lot of games. So I think probably where you are at the moment, one of the most important things is just keep free of injuries. Keep free of injuries, keep the squad together going into the games, and that gives you momentum.
Yeah, definitely. The squad is very young. It's a mix of some experienced players and some young players. There's a lot of talent in the club, so credit to the nursery of the club, which brings a lot of players each year. Me as one of the experienced player, we try to help these kids because that's very vital for them. It's important that they learn from their mistakes. We try to help them. But yes, credit to them. They're stepping up each game, giving their all 100% every time. We came from behind a couple of times. We won against Nadur with a clean sheet, which is a very strong team. And we fought for it. We gave everything all the time. So yeah, that's our spirit.
Fantastic. Listen, thanks for standing in the cold in this freezing evening. You wouldn't think we were in Gozo, would you? I came here to stay warm. I'm freezing. So we from all of us, we look forward to the game of the weekend. We look forward to streaming it. Thank you for your time.
Thank you for everything
Have a
you're
great
doing.
game.